Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Wealthy Lala Show with myself, Laurie Laursen. Today is episode 236. So, how are you doing today? Do you know what's funny here in Canada? It is a holiday, and we actually were going away for the weekend, and it dawned on me halfway through the weekend. I was like, oh my God, we're actually busy during the day when it's time to, in other words, I didn't pre-record a show for Monday. So I was like, holy crap, how and when am I going to get this done? So just too funny. So here I am in the beautiful Stonebridge Hotel in Fort McMurray, Alberta. This is the first time we've ever been to Fort McMurray. We're actually really quite excited about it. Uh, you hear about it. It's been a big oil patch country, or, oil town city. It's like, I think it said the population was over 66,000 in 2016. And yeah, it really has been kind of cool. I've got a few awarenesses from being here this weekend, and I'm really quite excited about it. Um, I didn't think that doing something so simple as, say, going to a, smaller city / place that is only 3.5 hours from where we live could create such a shift in things. Like I kind of noticed, my hubby and I have been together for a long time, and it actually is really nice for him and I when we kind of change things up a little bit. And this was actually it was a really nice change. Um, we've got to meet some people. Actually, the reason why we came up here was we were asked if we would volunteer for a casino. Now, if you guys have never heard, in Alberta, what they'll do is they'll let nonprofit groups. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure that would be correct. But anyways, it could be dance groups, Ukrainian dancing, it could be baseball teams. And in our case, it's a curling club. And what you can do is you go and you volunteer to work these casinos, you apply, and you end up getting, when you and a bunch of people work them for the weekend or for basically 2 days. So it could be two days at any point of the week. You end up getting money for your club. And so people have been doing it here in Fort McMurray for a long time. We've done it in St. Albert, which is like a closer city to where I live. It's much more of a popular place to go to. It's closer to home. You can drive home afterwards. Like, there's little perks and benefits to doing it closer to home. Whereas this one, 3.5 hours away, you end up needing to get a hotel and stuff. And 3 years ago, this is might be just a rambling show. You guys are just going to get just my interesting facts of being in Fort McMurray. So 3 years ago in May, Fort McMurray had a massive fire come through and around their town. They did lose large areas of homes. Some areas were untouched. You could see all the trees that were burnt around here. So it was just really interesting. Like, when you hear about this thing, this big, huge fire where people, God, I don't even remember now how long people were displaced out of their homes that were asked to leave. I just remember seeing videos on the news, and there's basically one way in and one way out. 66,000 people, and there's like one way in and one way out. So this is where all the big oil sands, or not all, but oil sands are anyways. And so we went up and we actually saw Syncrude. We went and cruised around that big, massive refinery. We went down by the river yesterday. We saw they've got a beautiful rec center and ball diamonds. A venue that you can go to concerts to. Is beautiful. Like, you're very, very aesthetically pleasing. So, and just as a side note, it was really interesting. We probably had, like, I would say probably 95% of the people that we said, oh, we're going to Fort McMurray coming up here soon, almost everybody said, oh, it's nothing much. And, like, I mean, I can see where that point of view comes in from people, but I find it really interesting to go to a new place, whether it's a hamlet, whether it's a big city, they're different. They're really, really different. It's neat how it has the big river, the Athabasca River run through it. There's trails around. It's just neat to see how different people or different towns, cities, whatever, are set up. So, but the thing that I really wanted to sort of touch on again in what I was saying at the beginning was that, it doesn't have to be a big change in your life to actually almost shake up the stagnant energy. I was even, reading a small article on Facebook this morning and, saying that it's really nice when you have some security and comfort. And it also really contributes if you kind of shake things up and have things not be exactly the same all the time. Oh God, that, and then I'm getting like 10 thoughts pop into my head about, I wonder how many of us actually feel really, comfortable, really safe, really secure in our lives, that we create the comfort of creating the same thing, day after day after day in whatever way we do, and it's more not to like judge ourselves, because we all have different personalities, we all have different interests, different preferences. But I wonder sometimes if, when we allow ourselves without knowing, we kind of shut off our awareness to it for a bit, but we allow ourselves to not see what we're actually creating or not creating by just kind of keeping things the same. We want a greater life, we want greater money, we want, even if it's $20,000 a year, it doesn't have to mean that we're looking to be multimillionaires or something like that. But we're looking for even greater with our relationships, or we're looking greater for our body, yet we're often not willing to choose like out of our comfort zone even a little bit, just to try and do something just a little bit different. So I found that really interesting, just what it did even for my hubby and I, just to come to a different place. And I actually suggested to him, like, I wonder if we should do this like every second month, like every couple months, go to some random town, even in Alberta or Saskatchewan or something like that, and just see what's there for restaurants, for people, for things to do, sights to see, and meet different. Yeah, did I say meet different people? I don't know. So, but yeah, it's been really interesting. So, I know I've been talking about my knee and how it's been sore. Really getting to, I watched a really neat video about it the other day, or a video about if you want to create greater in your life, that if you actually want to fall in love with your life as it is right now, that gratitude will then create a different energy in your life that then creates different invitations, different possibilities, and different awarenesses that will actually come into your life. And then if you choose them, it then creates something, it creates the greater that you're actually asking for. And so it was kind of like, okay, this morning we woke up and my knee was a little more sore than yesterday, which is like, whatever. Well, I can't say I felt whatever, but I'd like to say whatever. It'd be really nice if I fell in love with it exactly as it is right now. Um, that's always an invitation to myself, But anyways, there's a parade in town here, and we actually found out, we thought we were working the casino both days, yesterday and today. We thought we were working them both from 11 until 7:15, and then we're going to drive home tonight. And we saw that there was a parade happening today in our touring in the last couple days being here. And then we find out when we're at the casino yesterday that we actually don't have to start till 3 today. Well, there's all these different, Canada Day festivities. And, again, sometimes when you're in a different place, you'll choose them. So one of the things we're actually going to do is we're going to go down to the parade. And when I first asked if it was light, I said we didn't bring lawn chairs because we didn't know there was going to be a parade. We thought we were going to be working. We came up to tour the town Saturday, and then basically do our casino and go home. So we wake up this morning and my knee's a bit more sore. And I thought, if I'm a person who's actually loving my life as it is right now, what would I choose? Would I continue to choose to say, and it's not to make it wrong if you do, but what would actually be light for me? Would it be lighter to stay in the room and just kind of wait out the parade and then we go touring around and then just shorter walking things? Or go sit at the parade? Like what would actually create greater? And at first I got it as heavy. But then I realized, I thought, you know what? So often we think either going to the parade or not going to the parade. And it's like, well, what else is possible here? I wasn't living, or I was getting that I was doing the just either or choice. And what I've been learning through, especially through Dr. Joe Dispenza stuff, is that there's so many more choices for things than we actually know. And if we actually allow ourselves to live and perceive, know, be, and receive, and allow possibilities in, then possibilities show up. So if you don't believe in possibilities won't show up. It's kind of like, I think I talked about it on a show just recently about the luck. If people believe in luck, they see more opportunities. And if people don't believe in luck, then they don't. So my husband was a bit disappointed because I had said at first, no, I don't want to go to the parade. You go ahead, you go visit with that other couple that we're going to meet up with and then come back and get me and then we'll go, tour around. And then I thought, well, no, but that's not living in the land of possibility. When I look out the window, there's a superstore. It's like, well, what if he goes and buys me a lawn chair? And you get just even that. So then it was like, okay, well, maybe he's like, well, and at first it's like, kind of, do I want to? That seems like a waste of money. But it's like, who doesn't need lawn chairs? We live in the country, so we can use them. And it also got us that if we ever choose to do these road trip things, to always make sure we have lawn chairs with us, because you just never know. Because, even last night we went and sat down by the river, and I would have loved to have sat on the grass and put my feet on the grass. There was lovely benches there, but they were all on a boardwalk. And if we would have had lawn chairs, I could have done that, at least sit with my feet on the grass. And anyways, it started to open up. Like, that's the thing. It doesn't always mean that that's going to be the answer, but it will create this opening so that the next thing you know, the girl texted us, the other couple, and they said, hey, this is what we're going to do this morning. Do you guys want to meet us? I said, are you guys still doing the parade? She said, yes. I said, okay, well, my hubby will meet you himself. If not, maybe both of us. Well, here she goes for a walk, or they go for a walk. She texts me back and she says, if you guys bring your car down here right now, you guys can park your car and sit in your car or on your car and watch the parade. It's like, holy crap. Well, and then of course, it's like kind of mini panic sets in. Okay, that means we got to hurry up and we got to check out of our room. We got to pack our stuff up. And it's like, well, take 5 minutes. Get yourself ready, girl. I got everything packed up. My hubby took the stuff out to the vehicle. He's gone to park the car. Then he's going to go get us a beautiful, delicious breakfast of Tim Hortons and breakfast sandwiches. And we'll come back here, wine and dine, and then we'll take our time and walk to where the car is. And then I have something to sit on or in. Like, really, that's exciting, guys. Like, I did not live in that land of possibility before. Like, possibility that was created from within me. That's what I mean. Like, I'm very good at creating things, like being aware of things for other people, but I didn't have like the confidence to understand and create the possibilities for me. And it may start with something as an idea of getting a lawn chair. And we almost did. We almost did go get the lawn chair. And then we got the text about go park the car down there. And that possibilities begets possibilities. And I love that. So, like, not only did coming up to Fort McMurray create something just fun and different and out of our, out of our norm, uh, just even for him and I meeting different people, you get to go into a different bar, you get to see how different people live. Um, you get to see where this huge massive fire was that people talked about. Like it just opens your world up. So yeah, I just, so if there's something fun that you can do for yourself today or a place where you can invite yourself into a different possibility, invite yourself into something a little out of your comfort zone, God, it doesn't even have to be big. Uh, have fun with it, play with it, even if it's wearing a different shirt than you would normally wear, or something like that. Let your kids pick your clothes or something for a day, you know? Oh God. I don't know if I could do that even now, but that would be fun. I'll bring my adult children over and be like, here you guys, pick my clothes for the day. And then I go from there. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. For us, it is Happy Canada Day here in Canada. It is July 1st, 2019. And to those of you listening in the US, you have your day coming up, July 4th, and happy July 4th to you too. Although I'll have a show that day. But, anyways, you guys have an awesome day. Thanks again so much for listening. You have any questions, feedback, thewealthylala@gmail.com.